Welcome to Bryan's R33 GTR version 2. Play the intro, George. Copy on the lowering down. So it's a H-pattern dog box inside a factory case. So this is a OS Giken Push pull conversion. These power goals have changed slightly. You want specifically 905, which we may get there. We may be able to sneak it in. Welcome to Bryan's R33 GTR. I believe it's called Endgame. I don't want to say I believe. Might just wait a couple seconds for that to stop. This is Bryan's new heart for his R33 GTR in the background that we've got there. So this is a RB2630. So previously in round one of mods for Bryan's car, we did head studs, gasket, Haltech, injectors, plasma clamps, all 6 boost, single turbo conversion, bunch of first round mods basically is what we did. Made 500, roughly 500 and a little bit around there, 500s. So it's been a good couple of years now, got a lot of Ks out of it. And it did eventually, the stock bottom end did eventually spin a bearing. Trevor, how you doing? Yeah, keep walking, dog. Did eventually spin a bearing. So pretty much that brought on version 2 of Bryan's car, which is what you see in front of you here. So I don't actually know what kit's in this. It's a Nitto kit, pretty sure. It's spool rods, or are they Nitto rods? George? Pretty sure they're spool rods, Nitto pistons. We'll phone the Brains Trust. You're live on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've chose the find a friend option. For absolutely no money, the rods in Bryan's car, spool rods, Nitto pistons. They are Nitto rods? Oh. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, Roger. Nitto rods, Nitto pistons. Easy done. Yeah. We lost our money. Speaking of Nitto, we have strokey kits for sale on our website. Lead times may apply. www.streetracesolutions.com.au. Check us out. We got our merch. We got more than just merch. We got parts. We got stuff. Lots of stuff. Look at those parts on the screen. We've got these. We've got those. And you can buy that, or you could buy this, or you could buy all of them together. So it is an RB30 bottom end, factory crank, Nitto rods, Nitto pistons. Moving on to the head, it's a RB26 head. Gotten the rundown from Ross. Kelford 274s, nice buckets, nice springs, nice valve job, new guides, all of the business. It's all lovely in there. I'd show you, but the covers are on. AOP head studs, all the business. Nitto sign drive on the front, on the oil pump, high octane extended sump kit, high octane baffle kit, HKS cam gears, PRP bottom trigger, crank trigger, PRP cam trigger, and a Nitto head drain as well. There's a lot of Nitto on this. Nitto's quite a nice brand. I like using Nitto stuff. It's always very nice. The outside of the car was always very aesthetically pleasing. It was very clean GTR. It always looked quite nice. The engine bay was the factory colour. So I don't know how much of you know about R chassis, but the engine bays are always like a less desirable shade of the outside colour. They're always like a little bit matte. They never quite look as nice. So pretty much this engine bay has been stripped, had a few of the holes that were unnecessary welded up. Not shaved by any means, but just some of the eyesores welded up. The bay's been painted. Engine bay is now nice and clean and a lovely shade of white, gloss white. And pretty much got to put the engine back together, the rest of the engine back together, so the rest of the accessories, and then it's going to go in the car. The goals for this car, Bryan wants specifically 905. Not sure if we're going to quite get there. I don't know, he wants to make 1 more horsepower than somebody else's car, I'm not sure.
Is it his lucky number?
Yeah, maybe. We're not positive that we'll quite get there because when we built this car the first time, we spec'd everything out so that it could be upgraded in the future to around 850 is what we spec'd it to. So the fuel system, the injectors, the turbo, everything like that was all good for around 850, and that's the way that we planned it back then, so that when we did version 2, since then his power goals have changed slightly. He wants a little bit more, which we may get there. We may be able to sneak it in. It's going to make what it's going to make. You don't really get to decide for it, you know? It's just going to make what it wants to make. But we're hoping by this afternoon we should have it in the car and either started or very close to being started. That's the plan. Getting close, hopefully. Everything's fine. Everything's sweet. inward, inward. Just watch those front, they're not going to hit the intercooler, are they?
They do not. So.
Lovely. Probably start letting it down there and it should sneak the front in. Sneak, I said. Sneak. Johnny's on the back, I'll go on the front.
Just need to go over to you a bit, Sam, just to miss
to me? Oh yeah.
You can see lowering down, please, sir.
Yep, copy on the lowering down. I'm in the hole. Leave it right there. Oh, that's definitely in the hole. Let's get some nuts on. It's almost kissing. Wow, big reveal. You take all the rags off and you realise that it's actually a very pretty princess.
From rags to riches.
I come from rags to riches. Rags to riches. I don't know the rest of the words of the song. Rags to riches. I think it's rags to riches. Pièce de la résistance. Yes, I speak Spanish. Oui. Oui.
Samuel.
Best part about a DCS clutch? Do you want to know?
Is it the colour?
They have the torque spec engraved on the billet hat. See that? It's upside down. But that says 25 newton meters.
Hocus pocus.
25 newton meters.
Wow.
See that? Don't have to. No Google. No. See it right there. Just one of many reasons to use a direct clutch services clutch.
They also have a fast turnaround.
They also do have a fast turnaround. Shunk. That there is a clutch installation station. Now we go get the gearbox.
I didn't think it was actually going to be in there.
You were surprised, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Da-da-da-da. Ooh, it's drifting.
Whoa.
We have to do the conversion, sturgeon, out with the old, this little bad mamma jammer, which converts it to push.
Do you think in another life you'd be a Lego master?
A Lego, yeah, I could get around some Lego. Yeah. I built that Paul Walker R34 Lego just because I feel like everybody does that. And I saw it and I was like, ooh, I want one. And I did it pretty quickly, let me tell you. You want to come get in? You want to come join the party? You can see. Oh, you could get a chair. Can you see the business?
Oh, I can see it.
Oh, I can see it. What if I don't talk and it's just like an ASMR, you know? Ooh. Shh, George. It's meant to be relaxing. Tech tip. Don't tighten any of the bolts until you've got all of the bolts in and started. Otherwise it can cause misalignment issues like I just had there because I was too excited and I did it up. This is a R33 GTR turbo box with a PPG dog box gear set, I guess you'd call it. So it's a H pattern dog box inside a factory case. A regular thing. A regular thing is a regular thing, and a dog box is a dog box. The difference is this one doesn't have synchro rings. It's got dog rings, so it's got dog engagement. So it just goes, smashes into gear instead of slowing the gear down and making sure it meshes properly. It just goes, take it. That's the technical explanation. It just rams it. Very different size. Allen key too. Why did this happen to me? So this is a OS Giken push-pull conversion. So the GTRs came factory with a pull type clutch, which is one of these. So this snaps into the center of the clutch ring and it pulls away to release the clutch. Whereas most aftermarket, if not all aftermarket clutches now, are all push clutches. So this converts it from pull to push so that you can run aftermarket clutches. Such as the one that we have in the car now. But Jody, could you get me the grease? Either the tub or just a little bit on your finger, whatever you feel like touching. We might not want to get grease on his finger, you know?
Do you want better? I'll bring a grease.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want.
Over for you to get your finger in.
Hang on, come back. Thank you. Oh, you're tripping over. See you later. Where are you going?
Not very far.
On a trip.
Not where I wanted to.
Shoot this tiny little E-clip across the room. That's not in there, is it? Now it is. And then we throw that up, find some bolts. I will do that after lunch though. Let's have lunch and then do that. If you want it, come take a look. I'm gonna take this little rat dog off. I don't want a lot for Christmas. I think I'm gonna take all of these bolts out, Judman.
What makes you think that?
Maybe just the one. I'll give it a crack. Also looks like there's some form of spacer in there.
Yeah, look, you're gonna have to cut that zip tie.
There we go. Oh yeah, it just sits down in the... Cool. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Oh. Ready. Ready, steady, cook. Backward. Should probably put a little bit of
Double grease or something
yeah,
like that.
just a little slippery gypsy. Little dip and a little dip upward. I think that's all I need. Just come down a touch on the. That's nice.
Come in.
Just try and hold it there. I'll grab the bolt.
Yeah.
In there, kebab. Lovely.
Hold it.
The one that was being
Okay.
right?
Them out. Underneath the Christmas tree. Ow. Just hit my head. Did you ever have a bar mitzvah, George? Did you get kicked out of your church?
It's the nose.
Make sure you get them sound effects in that video there, George.
Might take one. No good. Box broken. So the gearbox, yeah, third-party gearbox has let go something internally. I can't tell you exactly what because I haven't pulled it apart to know, or we haven't pulled it apart to know inside what's wrong. But basically there's no drive getting through the gearbox. Obviously we double checked all the silly things, diffs, every shafts, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, we narrowed it down to in here, something not, you know. Took it out to roll racing on Saturday night for its first outing since being finished, and everything was going pretty good. It was hooking up pretty well, getting out of the hole and all that sort of stuff, doing all the good GTR things. Had a couple good runs, and then towards the end of the night, Gearbox developed a little bit of a whine, and then he drove the car home. Next day, started it, the whine didn't seem so bad, it sounded pretty normal. Took it for a drive, gave it a hit. Zing! No more forward, no more backward, no more anywhere, just sit in the one spot. He's gonna come and pick it up take it back to where he got it built, and they're going to strip it down and sort of assess what's going on inside there, figure it out. Good news is the engine's still sweet, made 820 horsepower to all 4 wheels on the mainline hub dyno. Bryan was hoping for a little bit more, but the turbo is just too small to create enough boost for this engine. So this is a 3-litre engine, and our engine is basically just eating up the boost that the turbo can provide. So we're making peak power after we've made peak boost, which essentially means that we're not making power off the boost, we're making power off the engine. So he's got to go to a bigger turbo if he wants to make more power. It's obviously plenty fast enough to break things as it is, but he does have more goals in mind. So there is a little bit of room left in the fuel system. Went up to like a 40 frame turbo. We could shove some more boost into this thing and it'd take it, no worries, as long as the gearbox wants to take it. But yeah, that's where we're at with Bryan's car. An unfortunate end to a happy story. Hello, Coley. But yeah, it's not all bad, you know, things break. In the scheme of things that could have broken, it's not the best thing that could have broken, but it's definitely not the worst thing that could have broken. So he's going to come pick that up, take it back to where he got it built. They'll strip it down, fix whatever needs to be fixed, put some parts in it, and then we'll put it back in, and hopefully this isn't a repeat situation. But yeah, that's Bryan's car. Like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, and we will see you on the next video, which is a big deal going back together probably. Zing!